This is the first time tanks are used on the battlefield, and the German soldiers are completely stunned. No matter how much they shoot, the tank remains unharmed. The trenches the Germans just captured are quickly overrun, and the retreating German soldiers flee toward their own lines, only to become easy targets for the tank's machine gunners. Soldiers who can't escape in time are burned by French flamethrowers. Paul, a young student soldier, is also running in the crowd. To avoid an air attack, he dives into a water-filled crater and plays dead. But when everything quiets down, he finds himself aimed at by a French soldier behind him. Before the unlucky soldier can fire, he's blown away by an artillery shell. Seeing this, Paul rushes over with a dagger, stabbing the soldier multiple times in the chest. To avoid alerting others, he grabs a handful of mud to cover the soldier's mouth and nose, then tests the area by poking a helmet with a stick. A gunshot nearly scares him to death. It's not until late at night that he drags his exhausted body back to camp, only to find his comrades drunk and celebrating. It turns out Germany, knowing its defeat is inevitable, has signed an armistice with France, set to take effect at 11 a.m. the next day. With only 6 hours left until the ceasefire, the surviving soldiers are gathered at dawn. The soldiers, who were about to go home, now wear numb expressions, unwilling to return to the battlefield. To set an example, the commander executes the most vocal protester, forcing the rest back to the front lines. When they reach the front, only 15 minutes remain until the ceasefire. The French, already waiting for the war to end, are even drinking victory wine in their trenches. Unbeknownst to them, the Germans have launched an attack. The noise quickly alerts the French officers, and the relaxed soldiers scramble to fight. By now, Paul is completely numb, charging into battle like a zombie. To save a comrade, he grapples with a French soldier. The soldier quickly pins him down in the mud. Just as Paul is about to suffocate, he grabs a rock and smashes it into the soldier's head. Realizing the soldier is reaching for a gun on the ground, Paul lunges to stop him, and both tumble into an underground bunker. They quickly separate, gasping for breath and staring at each other, as if waiting for the ceasefire. Suddenly, a knife plunges into Paul's heart. Desperate to see a moment of peace, he drags his dying body outside. The war is finally over. Everyone lays down their weapons and helps each other return home. Paul's life comes to an end. This grueling war between Germany and France has lasted 4 years, but the front lines have moved only 200 meters at the cost of 3 million lives.